Yeah, looks like we're live right now. And I like that. I like being live. If only I could find like all my links and stuff. All right, let me check this sound here. Looks like we're live. Sweet. Hello, everyone. Valerie Walton here at valeriewalton.com. And I'm so excited to share with you some things that your upline is unknowingly doing that's holding you back from making money online. So we're going to dive into that today. If you're catching me for the very first time, well, hello and welcome. Hopefully you're catching me live, but even if you're catching the replay, you're still very welcome here. I am a certified home business coach and trainer who loves showing people how to market themselves, market their businesses online so they can finally get themselves in a profit mode, hit their goals, and get everything that they wanted out of life through their business. Yay. Okay. So let me let me get right to it. Right. And you know what I'm going to do. If you're watching me live, or even if you're watching a replay, make sure that you comment and let me know. Hashtag live if you're watching me live. Hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to make sure that I have everything in the description box for you so that you can follow along with me as I teach and train you today. So going ahead, clicking here. Ooh, child, the subscribers amount is going up. I like it. Thank you. You must love to hang out with me and have some fun as you grow your business. Ain't nothing wrong with that, child. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put in this link here to valeriewalton.com/level1 because we got to start somewhere. And what I'm going to talk about today is very relevant, whether you are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing. If you are looking to generate income online by offering a product or service, or even a business opportunity, this is for you. Now, I'm talking, I put network marketing in the title specifically because that's typically the industry that you hear talking about having an upline. Okay. And it's so crazy the way that these are structured and the way that people talk about it, because when it comes to having an upline, I don't know what it is, but when you first come into a business and you look at your upline, it's almost like this magical thing, right? It's like, oh my gosh, they have all this power. They have all this knowledge and wisdom, and I'm going to learn everything I need to in order to be successful. Wrong. Okay. 9 times out of 10, that does not happen. 9 times out of 10, you end up with someone who's not that much further ahead of the game than you are on this path to financial freedom and time freedom and all of that. Let me give you a real honest, transparent breakdown of who an upline is. Your upline is simply someone who got into the business before you did. Even if it was just an hour before you, 5 minutes before you, okay? So just because they got in before you doesn't mean they have any skills, doesn't mean they know how to duplicate, right? And also 9 times out of 10, what you're going to be taught in a network marketing company or affiliate marketing or whatever, 9 times out of 10, what you're going to be taught is to go out here and make a list of 100 people. Or if you're taught to do this online, to start marketing to people online, you're going to be taught that marketing means to go look for every Tom, Dick, and Harry on social media, go like them, right? Go comment on their stuff, like 10 pictures, and then go send them a message and say, hey, you look like a sharp, like-minded individual. We got a lot in common. Blah, 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 blah. Check out my link, right? That's not how this works, okay? And what I like to do, part of my coaching philosophy is to just bring the real world into your business, because that's who you make your money from. The real world, not this fake, crazy, no common sense having world that some uplines try to give you. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't even say ridiculous. I have to say ridiculous because that would be crazy. So we're going to talk about not only what they're holding back from you, but also why they're doing it. Because again, a lot of times this is unknowing. Why would your upline not want you to make money? right? Because if you make money, they make money, right? If you succeed, they succeed. If you leave, they lose money. If they leave, they lose the potential to make money, right? So they don't want that. And that's not what I'm trying to imply. What I'm saying is there are certain things that they will show you, teach you, advise you to do that is unknowingly self sabotage. It is unknowingly holding you back from actually accomplishing what you want out here, which is to help more people, close more sales, make more money online. Yes or yes, right? All right. So, whoops. Did I just close the, oh Lordy, I did. Hold on, I gotta reopen this. I just closed the tab by mistake. History and reopen this tab, child. I was not trying to close that tab. I didn't even know I clicked it. So rude. Okay, there we go. It's back. Hallelujah. So, oh Lord, what did I do now? See, just goes to show you don't have to be technical in order to do this. All right. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I have everything. All right, cool. So if you've been trying to figure this out, like I said, one of the things that your upline tends to tell you is that, you know, you just want to make a list of 100 people, or you just want to go out here online and be fake social, that you're only smiling in somebody's face or knocking on their inbox door just so you could get your foot in the door good enough to throw a link at them. And that's not what you want to do. There are levels to this thing. There are actually 6 steps that you want to go through in order to qualify a person. This will actually help to reduce the amount of rejection that you got going on in your business, right? What's crazy to me is they will teach you to do something. You'll go and do it. You don't get the result that they told you that you were going to get. And then they tell you, oh, well, you know, that's because you got to go do it some more. Now, I have nothing wrong with telling a person to go back and be consistent, right? I don't expect anybody to take anything that I teach and think that it's going to give them success overnight. But at the same time, if it doesn't work, continuing to do what doesn't work isn't going to suddenly make it work. So one thing that I like to focus on doing is teaching people strategies, methods, techniques that actually work. And if you're not getting a result from that, then we can go back and we can tweak the process. I'm not going to tell you to keep on doing the exact same thing. We've got to pinpoint a problem. We've got to troubleshoot, right? And we do that together. This is how I teach. So if your upline is telling you to go out here and, for example, go out here and post your products on social media, you don't want to do that. Hold on, let me see if I can find you an example real quick. Let me hop over here. Because I just might have a little picture here where I can show you the examples. Oh, excuse me. I'm really not sleepy, I promise. I don't see it right at the second. Let me try one more thing. If that doesn't work, we'll just move on. Because I can just paint the picture for you with my words. And here it is though. So I may even include this as something that you could get access to. But I think I've shown this before in a previous video, actually. Yeah. Oh, this will be so good. Okay, look at this. Look at this. So let me take a screenshot of where I'm grabbing this from. And then I will share my screen and show it to you. Oh, you're going to love this, child. You're going to love this. This will be worth the wait. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen here. Mm, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. All right. So instead of you going around, like, let's say you're in weight loss, right? You sell a weight loss product. You're not going to go around holding your weight loss shake in your hand every morning, talking about, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to have this weight loss shake. Don't you want some? Asking me how. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let's play it out. That is so, I don't know, 2013. Like, stop. So we're going to do something better than that. We're going to market, because honestly, you posting about your products is not marketing at all. And this is why it's against Facebook's policy for you to do it. This is why they will also tag some of your posts as a sales post, even though you shouldn't create any sales posts in your personal profile, because now you are exposing yourself to Facebook flagging your account and shutting it down. You can either end up in Facebook jail or lose your account altogether and never be able to get it back. So you don't want that. What you want instead is to market your business. When you market your business, you are now showing people, you're tapping into them more than you're tapping into you. You're putting the focus on them and their needs more than you're putting onto your own needs, which is for you to close a sale. When you're trying to sell something without marketing it, the person will never see the value, and they're either going to have buyer's remorse later. They're going to ask for a refund, or they're only, if they join your team, they're only going to stay for a little while, no longer than 90 days, and then they're going to leave, and they won't even tell you about it. They're going to sneak out the back. So if you don't want any of these things, then we're going to have to focus more on them than on yourself. So what do we focus on? Right? Because if I tell you go post value, go and put some valuable content out there, a lot of people would say, well, Val, that is valuable content. I'm trying to share my products with people, and my products are valuable. Therefore, it's valuable content. No, the value that you share is first being relatable to people. The way that you become relatable to people is you share the problem. You start having a discussion about the problem, not about the solution to the problem. Because if all you talk about is the solution, it's not going to translate well to your target audience. You're not going to have a target audience to talk to, because you're not really talking to them. You're talking to everyone about a solution to a problem they don't even have, or they don't know that they have it, right? So if you discuss the problem first, people are used to pain, unfortunately. And so when you say certain things, it will trigger them and be like, oh, wait, that's me. Oh my God, you're talking to me. And that happens way more effectively when you discuss the problem than it does discussing the solution. Okay. So when you discuss the problem, after you're done talking about it, it's time for your call to action. Your call to action will lead them to a solution. Your call to action lets them know, hey, even though we spent this time talking about the problem, I'm here to let you know there's hope. I'm here to let you know that there is an answer to your question, to your problem, and I have it, but you'll have to connect with me to get it. And this is what attracts them to you and also moves them to action. See, a lot of people want to move people to action by sharing a sob story. Oh, please support my business. Don't you understand? I'm a single mom with 2 kids and I live on the street, and people got problems, child. Everybody got problems. And that might touch a person. They might be like, oh my gosh, I feel for you. But it's not going to really move them into action, because again, everybody's got problems. But if you can connect with somebody on a level where it's like, dang, we're a lot alike, and that's typically talking about the problem. If you can connect with people in that way, now they feel like they're part of something. So it's a totally different thing. When all you talk about is your own problem, and sharing your sob story with people, and sharing your problem and not sharing a solution to that problem, you don't address the fact that there is one. What happens is people are looking, they're detached from what you're talking about. because they're going to listen to you talk about your sob story, talk about how you single parent with living on the street with 2 kids, and they're going to be like, oh, that's tragic. Damn, too bad for you, right? They're not going to feel anything within that's going to make them want to do anything to change their own lives because you're so busy talking about yourself. So instead, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to talk about their problem, and we're going to talk about the fact that there is a solution and hope through you. So they got to get in contact with you. So here are some examples of valuable posts, things that you could talk about, things like a meditation or a visualization method so that they can see themselves at their ideal weight if you offer weight loss tips, right? I'm sorry, weight loss products. Why they should start the day off with water and hydrating instead of straight coffee or tea. How they could use high-fat foods to get their body into ketosis and into fat burning mode through the keto diet. Or maybe you can talk about metabolism boosting foods that you can eat in order to shed the pounds. And if you need some tips, right, a simple Google search will help you to get those tips that you can then go and share with others in your live broadcast. So like I said, I've talked about doing a written post before. I've shown you what not to do and then shown you what to do. And so today I figured let's, spice it up a little bit and talk about actual Facebook Lives, because many of y'all know I am the queen of Facebook Live, honey. This is how I got my start and how I was able to grow a following over there on Facebook, where I have a total of 15,000 followers so far, thank God. And I'm ready to 10x that joint, honestly. And I want to do it like today. But yeah, I've got about 12,000 followers on my fan page and about 3,000 or so followers on my personal profile. And I'm just looking to have it grow as well as grow here on this platform. And so thank you for, helping me grow, because that's what I want to do with you. I want to help you grow your audience, help you grow your influence, help you grow your income. Okay. So anyway, so here's a key example to this. I'm not sure if I can make this any bigger. I can never remember how to do that. I don't know. Hopefully you can see this because it's just a picture. It's a screenshot. So here's the key to finishing the example Facebook Live, right? Now notice the title of this Jared Smith guy, right? The title of his Facebook Live is not, hey, come buy my stuff. Hey, online virtual sale today. Ain't nobody doing all of that. Hey, jewelry party, child. Ain't nobody doing that. I'm going to give you 7 tips to lose 12 pounds in 30 days without having to completely change your lifestyle around. Now, see, that grabs people's attention. And whose attention does it grab? Your target audience, because that's who you're speaking to. This is the people who are looking to lose weight. Yes, but we get more specific. These are people who are looking to lose weight fast, right? 30 days is pretty quick. And these are people looking to lose weight without having to completely change their whole lives around just to make it happen. And maybe that's who your target audience is, right? And if you've been working with me on learning how to brand yourself, which also would include figuring out, determining, right, your target audience, then you already know who you got, right? Because we asked those 3 questions to make sure that we are clear on our target audience, right? So here you go. So this is one of the types of Facebook Lives that you can do. So here's the next part. When you get to the last tip, that's when you can talk about the benefits of your product, not the actual product, but the benefits of it. And even better, the benefits of the benefits, the success, the outcome, the way that their lives will be changed from having these benefits, not the product. Okay. So again, this says still not talking about your product specifically, but just giving a hint at your product, right? Putting out that curiosity seed. And then in your call to action, you'll say something like leave a comment below, and you can say comment below when you're speaking in a live, but you wouldn't type it in a post because Facebook will flag you for that. Okay. They call it baiting, right? Comment baiting. So you can say it though in a Facebook Live, or you can say direct message me, or, something like that. Drop a 5 in the comments, or share this video or something like that. All you got to do is share this video to a friend and I will give you those 7 tips, or I will give you, the solution I'm talking about, or I'll give you the details or whatever, right? So that is how that works. Leave a comment below to learn more. And look at this, 42 comments and over 100 views. Easy peasy. This is how you can start attracting your ideal customers to you. The ones who have what we talked about yesterday, the need, the desire, and the means, right? The need for what you got, because they also share this problem. The problem of wanting to be able to lose weight, a significant amount of weight in a small amount of time without, having to change their whole lives around, right? So they have the need, they have the desire. Yes, they do want to find out more. That's why they're going to comment. And then as you're talking to them in Facebook Messenger, after they've commented, you'll discover whether or not they have a means to buy through your conversations. And again, if you're working alongside me, we discuss this. We talk about the types of conversations that you should have, right? So really cool beans. Now, here's the deal. Not only does your upline, most people's upline, I'm not going to talk about you with your upline, child. I don't know. I'm not all in your business like that. I don't know. But for most people that are watching me, or that will end up watching me, for most people, they have an upline that tells them to go and post about the product or post about the opportunity and say things like, oh, ask me how, and stuff like that. And again, that is more spam, whether you realize it or not. And unfortunately, they don't realize it. So your upline is teaching you this, not realizing, oh my gosh, this is what spam actually is. This is the definition of spam, telling people, to talk all about your travel business, or to talk all about your credit repair business, or to, blast the company name everywhere, or the company product. And then you wonder why you can't get people to come to you, because they ran away from you. They run away from you to go and look it up online. And now they see all of these negative reports, because people are 22% more likely to post something negative about something than something positive. And so no, go figure, right? Duh. And so as you're putting out these posts and you're doing it consistently, and you're building a certain level of trust with folks, they will trust your word, and they won't feel a need to go do research. And see, that means that you're going to have to become trustworthy and honest, because you never want to take advantage of people. You never want to manipulate people just so you can make a buck, right? So you have to build a reputation full of trust and dignity and integrity. Okay. And that is, that's what I like to teach. It makes it easier for you to sleep at night. It makes it more fun for you to grow your business, because now you're connecting with the perfect audience, the perfect customers for you and for your business. And it makes everything much more fulfilling and worthwhile. Who wouldn't want a business like that? Right? And it can be done. That's what you want to do. All right. So that's one thing. Another thing is your uplines. Most people's uplines never really sit down and talk with this person up front about expectations, which I hate. I hate that. When I'm not currently in a network marketing company right now. And one of the reasons is because I don't want you to feel like, I'm trying to draw you into, a company of mine just to be on my team. I don't need that. I make plenty of money without needing to do that. So, but when I was building a team, one of the things that I did with a brand new team member was within 48 hours, we were sitting down having our discovery session, if you will, right? Because what I wanted to do was find out what they expect out of me, what they expect out of the company, and what they expect out of themselves in order to hit the goals that they want to hit. Then we talk about their goals. Because a lot of times there's a lack of communication, which causes the breakdown and causes all the attrition in your business, and causes you to have people leave without having enough respect for you to say, this isn't for me, I'm going to go. right? Because they're embarrassed and maybe even humiliated and feeling like, oh, I thought this was going to work. It's not working. I don't know why. Therefore, I'm just going to leave instead of come to you for help. And so when we do that up front, now there are standards in place. And that makes a huge difference, right? So when you and I first get together, yeah, you got all this excitement going on. Woo, I can build my dream life with this business. Woo. Yeah, but now let's talk about how, right? So first, let's get our expectations clear. Then let's come up with a strategy for you based on what makes sense for you. And now let's go execute it and hold each other accountable for it. That's what builds a strong team, right? So there's that. Some other things that they may be unknowingly holding you back from in terms of making money online is the conversations that you have with your prospects and the sales process that you're going to take them through. Because most uplines will make the sales process be like 2 steps for you when it's really 6. So you're wondering why you're getting rejected so much. You're wondering why people are hiding from you, ignoring you, ghosting you, blocking you, giving you excuses and objections, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you why. It's because your upline set you up, child. Upline done set you up with this little 2-step process and these little copy paste messages and these little 3-way calls. Think about how crazy that is. I'm sorry. I'm so against 3-way calls. I'm going to tell you why. For you to put in the hard work, right? And I use the word hard work loosely, but for you to put in the work of building trust with someone, building a real, authentic, genuine connection with someone, to then push them off on some stranger. They've never met this person before. So it's a stranger to them. You know the person, but they don't know the person. And now you two are together up against, right? You and your upline are up against me, the prospect. And I'm like, this is a very uncomfortable situation. And it almost reminds me of being in a car dealership, which I hate, right? Because they drag out your time to sit there and kind of almost bully you into a sale. And I don't like that, right? And this person that I don't know, you're going to edify and tell me how great they are. And so I'm just supposed to just believe that. And I've never had a chance to really figure that out for myself. So now I can't even think for myself in terms of whether or not I should trust this person. And you guys are going to try to close me in this one 3-way call. Child, no, that is not going to work for me. Okay. So I just don't like them. It's ganging up on a person, in my opinion. I don't like it. So if you're going to take the time and the energy to build up trust and build up a connection with your prospect, then you sell it. Because at that point, ain't really much to do to sell it. And so you're going to do overkill. You're going to do too much. And then the person's going to change their mind. So that's actually a setup. Yikes. All right. So what you could do instead is go through the sales process. Now, I show this a lot in several of my videos. I'm going to show it to you again because that's how important it is. Okay. So here it is. I'm going to share my screen again. Boom. This sales funneling process made simple. I don't know if the number 6 is a big number to you, but if it is, it doesn't matter. It's still simple. So when I'm talking about marketing, yes, I'm speaking specifically about going on social media, right? So I'll use Facebook as an example, but honestly, this works on any platform. You get on social media and you get on there to start looking for and associating with and connecting with and having conversations with your target audience. Now, how do you have conversations with people on Facebook? Lots of different ways. Your post can start a conversation, right? Or you finding someone else's post and commenting helps to start or to continue a conversation. Or you going into groups, right? Because every post in there is a conversation. So again, you can either add your own post in there or you can comment on other people's posts. You could follow people because they get a notification every time you follow them. That may be a means to start a conversation. You can send them a friend request along with a message. That'll start a conversation. So lots of different ways to do that. But you have to make sure that when you're ready to start a conversation, that you're doing it with your target audience. Who is your target audience? The people that you believe may possibly have an interest in your business, but you don't know for sure yet. And until you do know for sure, don't you ever offer them anything. Don't offer a thing until you know they're interested, attracted to you and your offer. It's just like dating, right? Fellas, don't whip it out until you know the girl wants it. Okay, I'm going to stop. YouTube's going to demonetize me. I need to stop this. All right, so you'll have that, right? So there's your target audience. And that's the only audience. That's the only people on Facebook that you're even going to give the time of day. If they're not in your target, you're using Facebook for business. Yes or yes. You're using Facebook as a way to do social media marketing. Yes or yes. So who do you market to? Who do you talk to? Nobody but your target audience. You're not talking to the haters to convince the haters to start loving you, right? You're going to focus on the people who already love you, the people who already want you, the people that's already attracted to you, so you can get it on with them, okay? So you focus on the target audience. Now, as you're having these conversations with people, as you're putting out the posts, as you're sending the messages and stuff, now they're going to go from target audience to suspect. So the suspect are people that are in your target audience, but they're also showing you some behavior that indicates they may be interested in your offer. So for example, if you put out a post and people have commented on the post or reacted to the post, those are suspects. They're showing you some behavior that they may be interested in the offer. They still haven't made it super duper clear, crystal clear, where you have a solid yes from them yet. So again, don't go try to offer yet. However, like I said, many people's uplines will tell you, oh, did they just comment? Oh, did they just give you a heart? Child, you need to go to their inbox and say, hey, thanks for liking my post. By the way, I've got a link I want you to check out and give me your feedback on. Here you go. Don't do that. If you want to be able to make sales with no problems, you want to make sales with ease, you want to make sales where people are coming to you, you want to make sales where it's just easy breezy, Georgia Wheezy. Child, don't do that. Okay. All right. So there are more steps involved. That's why you don't do this on the social media step where you're just asking any and everybody to check out what you have to offer. You're not doing it at the target audience step because you're not sure. Just because they may fit your target audience, right? Just because they may be your type still doesn't mean they're a good fit for you. Hello, somebody. When it comes to dating, hello. Just because they fit your type doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a good fit for you. You need to be more selective. You're worth it in your dating life, and you're also worth it in your business, right? And then when they're a suspect, again, just because you know somebody fits your type and they glanced your way doesn't mean they want you to walk over to them and approach them. You know what I'm saying? So just because somebody saw your video, just because somebody looked at your Facebook story, just because somebody liked your post, they just glanced your way, dear. They just glanced your way. It does not necessarily mean that they're ready to connect with you or that they want something out of this whole encounter. Okay? So they're just a suspect. You suspect that they may be interested, but you don't know if they're interested yet. And until you know, don't you go. All right. So moving on to a lead. Now we're getting somewhere. This is the pivotal moment where you are now able to start taking people off of social media. Right. And even if you don't necessarily take them off of social media, you have a means to communicate with them off of social media if ever needed. At this pivotal moment that they become a lead, you are also now building a list. No more making a list, right? No more assuming that people are in your target audience, assuming that people are your warm market just because you know their name. No, we're going to build a list of leads, people who are not only showing an interest in what you have, but they're also giving you permission to communicate with them by giving you their information, their contact information, so you can contact them. That's a lead. And then now that you have that information, like their name, their email, their telephone number, now you can contact them. And when you do, you can set up a time to have a conversation with them, which now brings them into prospect mode. Now, prospect is where we talked about need, desire, and resources. Because again, we got to make sure that this person, just because they fit our type, just because we've glanced at each other, right? And just because we exchange numbers, still doesn't mean it's time for us to start dating, right? That prospecting conversation is that first conversation you have with them, that first date type of thing, but it doesn't mean it's time for us to make a commitment. It doesn't mean it's time for us to have a relationship yet. And in business, it's all about relationships, right? So right now we're just acquaintances and we're getting to know each other to see if we're a good fit for one another. It's exactly like dating. Okay. So when I'm having this conversation with this person, somewhere in the conversation, I need to find out if they even need what I got, if they desire what I got, and if they have the resources to get what I got. Hello, right? So if there are certain standards that you have in your dating life, like maybe the person needs to be well established, maybe the person needs to not have children already, never been married, be a virgin, whatever your standards are. If they don't fit your standards, we don't need to get into a relationship. Date over, we're done. We don't need a second date. However, if they check off the boxes, right? If you want them and they want you, maybe it's time to see if we can have a relationship. And that's the same thing with your business, right? They have the need, the desire, and the resources to buy, and you want to give them the resource. Boom. Cha-ching. That's the dollar signs, which stands for customer. And that's how you make customers. You don't just go on social media and just try to coerce a person to become a customer. You don't just go on social media looking for your target audience and expecting everybody that fits your target audience, everybody that's your type, to be ideal for you to marry. That's not true. There's got to be a certain level of compatibility that goes along with your type, right? And that's what these other steps are for. Now, again, if you're not being taught this by your upline, they are unknowingly sabotaging you from making money and from them making money. Now, you might be saying, Val, this all sounds good. Great. I jotted down all the notes. I took a screenshot, child. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I'm going to go out here now and go make 6 figures. Yeah, wrong. No, you're not. Let me tell you why. You can't just sit here and watch this once or twice or thrice. You can't sit here and watch this over and over again every day and think that this is all you need to get out here and go make money online. It's not. Not only that, let me stop sharing so we can chat. Not only that, but this is going to take some consistency, as well as somebody helping to hold you accountable, as well as having the guidance necessary for whenever you hit a snag, whenever you've plateaued, whenever you have a problem, you hit an obstacle, and you need a little bit of assistance trying to troubleshoot what's going wrong, what am I missing? You need all of that in addition to this training I just gave you. Now, if you're looking for something like that, check it out. I got something for you. Just because, right? Just because you may want to hit 6 figures, it doesn't mean that you have to invest 6 figures necessarily. Okay. What I like to help people do is have an affordable way to get access to everything that they truly do need in order to grow their business. And one of the things that you will definitely need is a coach and or a mentor. Don't believe me? Look around the world. Hello. Every champ has a coach. Every champ has a coach and or mentor. Every Super Bowl winning team has a coach, has several coaches. Am I right or am I all right? Right? So when you start looking at that, whether it's football, soccer, baseball, basketball, tennis, wrestling, child, whatever, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a sport. When you look at a singer, they've got an award-winning singer. They've got voice coaches. When you're looking at a Tony Award-winning actor, they have acting coaches. They have dance instructors and coaches and choreographers. There is always somebody helping to lead and guide them. They're not doing it all on their own. Are you trying to do it all on your own? Or are you leaning on an upline that's accidentally, unknowingly sabotaging you, keeping you from making the money online? Because if that's the case, it's time to turn over a new leaf. And I want you to do it now while we got about 90 days left in this year. Okay. And even if you're catching the replay and you're like, 90 days left in a year, it's February 22nd. What is she talking about? Regardless of that, I've got something for you that I actually do, not by myself, but with a team of other coaches, a lot like myself, though, a team of other coaches where we get together about every 6 to 8 weeks to host this amazing event for you that you have got to get a ticket for now. Okay. And it is called our Level 1 workshop. And what is Level 1? Level 1 is focused on the social media marketing, networking, prospecting, closing, the way that you start making money online organically. So you don't have to worry about investing into, Facebook ads and stuff like that. You actually get to get out here and start getting leads and sales for free. Okay. Now, I want you to think about something. If you're going to be working with me and I bring in 5 figures a month just off of one stream of income, and then you're not only going to just be working with me, but you're going to be working with a good half dozen or more coaches that are friends of mine, some of whom haven't actually even been mentors of my own, and I'm going to give you access to them. Please don't think this ticket going to be free. That would be preposterous. And I know that some folks are early on in this journey and thinking to themselves, well, that's not fair. You got to help a brother out. You got to help a sister out. You got to help me out because I ain't got no money and Get some. Get resourceful, because it's really not about the money, the cash per se. It's about your willingness to get resourceful so that when something comes up and you need a way to overcome it, that you can do it. And if you can't even do that with money, then you're going to have problems throughout your entire entrepreneurial career. I'm here to toughen you up, honey. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not here to give you a pat on the back and a kiss on the cheek, child. Okay. I am not here to be your cheerleader. I'm here to be your coach. So I'm going to give it to you straight up, no chaser. Okay. This is just something that you're going to have to do. Yes, there's some things I'll give you for free, like this training I just shared with you today. But if you're planning on truly investing into yourself, sometimes that requires a little bit of money. Now, thank God you're getting access to me and at least 6 to 9 other coaches in addition to me at a very low price. So these tickets, we used to charge $2,000 a ticket. Now we don't even charge a tenth of that. Isn't that cool? So go ahead, click on the link that you see in the description box, which is valeriewalton.com/level1, and come be a part of this. The next one is coming up very soon. And even if you click on it and it's showing a past date, check back in a couple of days because it will show the newer date, the upcoming date very soon. But that actually shouldn't discourage you from going ahead and getting your ticket right now, because what tends to happen is that we run out of space. We only have enough space for 100 people, and that's it. And we do that on purpose. It needs to stay on the smaller side so that we can help you in the way that we do, which is hands-on. You'll be shoulder to shoulder with me. And so if you have a question, you need something as we're training you, that we can stop and work with you. So this is not some, 3-day weekend lecture where all you're going to do is write down notes and then put them notes on your shelf somewhere and never look at them again and they get all dusty, right? That's not what this is. This is a hands-on virtual workshop where not only are you going to learn what to do, but then we pause and have you actually go do it. So if you're up for that challenge, if you're ready to roll up your sleeves, chill, and get to work and close out this year strong, then you'll definitely want to get yourself a ticket. So the time that I'm recording this, which is the last day of September in 2021, crazy, right? And this is a very special day for me anyway, but I got to save it for another story another day because we run out of time. But it's the end of the month in September of 2021, September 30th. And so we got October, November, December, 3 months, roughly 90 days for you to get moving and close out this year strong. Let us help you. So we only have 2 more workshops left this year. We got one coming up in October. So if you're watching me right now, go get it. Go get that ticket now. And then we've got one coming up in December. So if you can't make October, or you're catching me after October, then go ahead and schedule for December. And as I do more videos, I will always keep you updated on when the next workshop is going to be. And by the way, these workshops have a 100% success rate. 100%. Shall? That's all I got to say. Okay, so go click on the link that I have in the description box. You'll get a lot more details, a lot more information. You'll get to see how the process works. And you'll also even get to hear back from some of our graduated coaching clients out of that weekend. So very excited for you to be able to take a look at that. And what else is great is you'll get to see all of that information, all of those details before you ever even make a commitment to purchase a ticket. And if that weren't enough, when you do purchase the ticket, it's risk-free. So isn't that amazing, right? So I'm just excited for you. I'm excited. Go ahead, click that link, go check that out. And I'll also have it available on my website. My website's almost done, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm going to launch it really soon. So if you want first look at my website to see all the goodies I have and take advantage of some of the discounts and stuff I'm going to have on my website, then get on my newsletter. Simply go to valeriewalton.com. And right now you're going to see an under construction page, but it will still allow you to be able to get on my newsletter. And only the people that are on my newsletter will get first look at not only my website when it gets launched, but also anything that I'm rolling out that's going to be brand new. You'll get to see and get an opportunity to get your hands on that, whether it's information like training, courses, stuff like that, or even if it's like an event, a workshop, something like that where you have to pay a ticket for, cool. But you'll have the first chance to get access to it and be able to work closer with me, and sometimes even some of my colleagues and some of my mentors as well. So I like to make it all inclusive because your success is so much more than just being about me. You're going to be able to tap into your success, not just because of me, right? This is a team effort. And I love to be able to work together with people to help them see for themselves that the solutions are inside you. And I just show you how to tap into that, tap into your inner strength, tap into your inner, gifts, and start using that for what God intended it for you, which is for you to live that successful life. And what is a successful life? You get to define that. And that's the beauty of life. Okay. So very excited for you. Cannot wait to start working with you. And if you have any questions or anything like that, all of my social media information is right there in the description box. So you can reach out to me and send me a private message on the platform of your choice. So thanks again. Cannot wait to see you in the next video tomorrow, live at 5. Bye.